Okay, good morning. Today we're looking at a 2008 Sea Ray 330 Sundancer. This one has a black hull. It's overall in really nice shape. There's a couple of things anybody looking to buy these things should keep in mind. The 2008s and 2009s, they were called a 330 Sundancer, and then from 2010 forward, Sea Ray actually changed the name on these boats. They started to call them 350s, but they are exactly the same boat as this one. So just keep it in mind when you look at these and you compare. An 08 and an 09 330 is the same as a 350 from 2010 forward. We have all the canvas for it. There's the aft curtain. It's currently off. We've got like 95 degrees out here, so kind of have to let the boat cool before we go in there. All the windows seem to be in really nice shape. There's really no cloudiness. They got the smiley zippers to get some air moving there. We have the small hard top. Gel coat. It's in fairly nice shape. Stainless also in good shape. Got little skylights on the bow there. There's a searchlight, anchor windlass. This hatch is actually opening. And then there we have the canvas and the windows again. Another thing worth mentioning on these boats is when you look at these, they did come with the 350s and also with the 8.1 big blocks like we have on this boat. Another important thing, I'll show it to you later on the engines, is that 2008s and 2009s and I believe some of the 10s, they came with engines with no catalyst on them. So roughly from 2010 forward, all these boats, they have catalytic converters on them, and when it's time to replace the exhaust, that's when you will be thanking that you bought an 08 or an 09 instead of one of the catalyst models. The cost to replace the exhaust on the catalyst models, it's easily 3 times more than on these older ones. Okay, let's go inside and start going through the cockpit, and then we'll take a look inside, and then we'll take you out for a sea trial. Okay, this is the cockpit of our 330 Sea Ray. As you can see, all the upholstery looks really nice. This one actually has the transom seat, which I have open right now. Looks like it's barely ever been used. It's really nice shape. It's fairly easy to close it up. You just push it, and then there's a latch to close it up. So you don't really even know it's there. On the starboard side, we got our shore power hookup. It's a freshwater outlet, city water inlet, stainless steel gas spring. Okay, it's closed. And then the entrance is on the port side. Got a little stainless glass gate. It's a U-shape seating area. We even have that little filler cushion that's missing on so many of these 330s. And then there's the upholstery in the back. And if you look down, that whole thing is actually the engine room hatch. So the access is really, really good. I'll show that to you a little bit later. Here we have a little wet bar. It's got a electric canyon grill. Looks like it's probably never even been used. Extremely clean. Sink. Here we got storage fire extinguisher. And on the other side, we have a small refrigerator. I just turned it on and it's already turning cold. So that fridge is also working. Here's the on-off switch. Alright, just turned it off. There's the passenger seat. That actually turns, so you can turn it facing forward like that. So you got seating for 3 when the boat is on its way. The dash is also really clean. The Garmin unit is fairly new. It's the XSV. So they haven't had those out more than a couple of years. Some storage. This is a double helm seat. Has the bolster feature. Also everything looks really nice, clean. And then here's looking at the helm. Even though this is an inboard boat, there's power steering. So it's ultra light and it's actually fully electric, so the motors don't need to be running for it to be smooth. We have the DTS controls. That's the start stop switches. All the gauges look good, everything works. There's the switch panels, searchlight. And this boat actually even has a bow thruster, so with twin V drives and a bow thruster, docking this boat is extremely easy. And there, if we look at the SmartCraft gauges, might be a little bit difficult to see in the sun. It looks like the port side motor has 575 hours and the starboard side is 579. So for an 08, this boat is actually a fairly low hour boat. Got a VHF down there, also seems to work. There's the switches for the windlass, electric hatch lift, bilge pumps, blowers, trim tabs, all those work. We have the smiley windows open. And there you can hear that the VHF works too. The door here, it doubles as steps, and the center here opens up so you get easy access to the forward deck. And there we got the skylights, and there's a place in the center for a sunbed, and we actually do have the sunbed too, so that's also included with the boat. Okay, and here's looking at aft again. So let's go inside next and see how the cabin looks, and I think we have the AC on so it can cool off a little bit from this crazy heat we're having today. Okay, right now I'm sitting in the aft cabin of our Sea Ray, looking forward. There's the owner's V-berth. On the port side, you have the galley. It's really nicely equipped. Refrigerator. There's a separate freezer, microwave, hot and cold pressure water. It's a huge amount of storage. I'll show it to you a little bit better in a second. There you have the entrance to the head. Then those are the steps going up to the cockpit. As you can see, you get a really nice wooden floor in here. So no carpet. Makes a really nice touch overall. All the cabinetry, all the wood, it's actually in great shape. There's I didn't see any damage anywhere. Then going back here, we got a little TV for the aft cabin. It's on so you can see it works. This one converts into a bed. It's also a really nice shape. And back here, I'll show second. Here we have more storage. There's really no lack of storage on this boat. Here's the big sofa. There's the pedestal for the table. We also do have the table. It's a fairly nice wooden unit. Here, getting up. Start from the bow. Have the hatch shade is open right now for some daylight. This bed actually is remote controlled. So if you want to watch the TV, you can have it on up position, or with the remote control right here, you can see the whole bed moves and goes down for sleeping. There. Now it's down, and if you want to lift it back up, you can kind of see the whole thing moving there. And the headrest is coming up. Okay. There, looking at the headliner, there's zero signs of leaks anywhere. It's all dry. Also a lot of storage. Here you have a full size, well, full size for a boat, big cabinet. That's our center window for the enclosure outside, fire extinguisher. And same thing on the other side, there's more storage. And then if you're laying in the bed, there's the bigger salon TV, so you can watch movies, whatever. And right now we have the AC on. It's probably about 95 outside, so it's nice and cold. It's really pleasant in here right now. Okay, let's look at the galley next. There we have a microwave and a coffee maker. It works. It's a sink. It's all Korean countertops. More storage everywhere. Here we have 2-burner ceramic cooktop. And here we have a refrigerator. It's on and also working. And on the other cabinet here, we have an isotherm freezer. It's pretty handy if you want to keep any frozen foods on board. Also working. Here, trash bin under the sink. And again, there's the bed. Like I mentioned earlier, this boat does have a bow thruster. So if it ever needs any service, it's really easy. Just run right under the hatch in the salon. Okay, and down here, just the bilge area. I'll just show it to you. It's fairly clean. We have the shower sump box there. And here's the entrance to the head. Got the frosted privacy glass, sink, shower. That's the head. It's a vacuum flush. Uses fresh water, so there's usually no odors on these. Okay. That's it for our cabin, and then you have the steps to go back out here. That's the cushion I mentioned we have for the forward deck for sunbathing. Okay, let's go and start the engines next and see how they sound, and then we'll take the boat out for a sea trial. Okay, here's one thing I forgot to show before we go start the engines. The stereos. Okay, there. They do work. That works. Here we have the bilge blower if you want to run the generator. It looks like the generator's been replaced not that long ago. It's a newer model than what these boats came with, and it's currently showing only 45 hours of runtime. So I'll just show you how it runs. Just press start. And I'm sure you can hear it run now. It's also making power just fine. We already tested it. It runs the air conditioning and everything great. Right now we're on shore power, but just wanted to show you that the generator starts and runs great. Just shut it off, press that again, and then stop. Okay, let's go check the engine room then. Okay, this is our engine room part. As I told you earlier, this is a V-drive boat, so no out drives. It's got shafts on the outside. It's minimum maintenance if you use it in salt water. It's really easy to dock. If you want to find something negative with this setup, is the top speed isn't quite as fast as it is with out drives, but you really just save a ton of money on maintenance if you go with the V drives. There's the generator back there, like I just started it up, only 45 hours on it. It's really nothing. These engines, they're great. They're freshwater cooled, so instead of salt water there's antifreeze running into the engines or inside the engines, so longevity in salt water is phenomenal compared to a raw water cooled. And if you look at the exhaust, that's still the old school regular exhaust, no catalyst. So if you need to do any replacement on these, it's probably 1/3 of the cost versus working on the catalyst versions. Anyways, let's start it up so you can hear them run. Okay, a little support side. And then start the starboard tube. There's less than 600 hours on these motors. I've seen boats reach actually 2,000–3,000 hours with these engines as long as they're maintained. These appear to have been maintained really well. Everything works as it should, and we get good oil pressure. The coolant temperatures are right on spec when we run the boat. Alternators are working, they're making power. So let's take the boat out and we'll put it up on plane for you so you can see yourself how the boat runs. Okay, before we go out, just show you a quick startup on the engines. We already have the generators running, and now we're going to start up the engines. Okay. Okay, that's the port side. Okay, time to finally go out. Okay, we're on. see wide open. RPMs on both. Exactly what it should be. Good temperatures, good oil pressure, everything looks good. Okay, gets low done. Okay, this was our sea trial part. Both runs great. 750 horsepower with 2 big blocks. Alright, thanks for watching.